Consider it done.
These people named. Oh, God. Okay. Alright, let's talk with these people. With you first.
Greetings, good customer. A pearl to you?
Helen's Fielding. Ah, a good day to you, sir. It is nice to see a new face in the village for once. We haven't had many travelers through here since all these killings began, naturally. I'd be pleased to show you some of the goods I have to sell, though I must warn you. Our mercantile company hasn't had much opportunity to deliver lately, so goods are sparse. What can you tell me about what's happening here, really? Ah, now that's a tale and a half, mind you. Don't listen to the dribble these villagers might tell you. They'd have you half believing that a 500-year-old witch is on the prowl. You see, the real story is that there's a pack of wolves that's decided to come into the village area here and pick people off. You can't even travel much unless you got an armed guard. Makes for poor business, it does. Our company thought it was a good thing when we won exclusive rights to Innisvale from the council. Now it's just losing us money. Why doesn't everyone just leave? Well, some people still think the problem can be solved. I hear the mayor hired a band of adventurers to look into it, but they've disappeared. No one wants to travel alone, but if something isn't done soon, they might decide to all live together. It's a shame. This is a prosperous village otherwise. Good business, usually. Show me. Do you have a pouch for the potions? No, you don't. We don't have anything to sell. By the way, how are you? These are normal, right? Yes. And then you have +2. And more +1.
I will do my best.
All right. What about you?
Useful gadgets I have. Yes, I do.
Yes, what is it that you want exactly? If you want to buy something, then say so quickly, because I've got little enough time to spare for the likes of you. Tell me about what's going on in the village. Nothing, and I don't want to know nothing. All I want is to be able to get out of this stinking village safely once the roads are open. Merchant can't make a decent living here. The Trenions, Baldur, Ale. Just... you have a jam bag, but not a potion bag. Are you all merchants?
Yes.
You'll find no better prices in Alm. I guarantee it.
I just know that one of these days, one of those ogres is going to come down and massacre me. Just like those other villagers. I never thought of something like this when I became a merchant. All merchants are involved in this. Maybe it could be a rival company doing this. Do you know about the killings? Oh, it's a terrible thing, isn't it? People dying left and right. You can hardly find a customer anymore. And that's probably okay, because nobody will restock me now anyway. Somebody should do something about those ogres, though. Ever since they came, it all started. One of my caravans once got attacked by ogres. They're evil and brutal. Not by these ones, though. There isn't much. Caravans just won't come here unless they're stocked with guards, and that doesn't make it very profitable now, does it? Minsk. Let me see one thing about Minsk. Full plate mail. I don't know, is this better or worse than +1? I'm fine with what I have.
Have a look at my wares. I trust you'll find them all in satisfactory condition.
What can I do for you this fine day? Have you need of a trinket or two, or do you need directions? Well, give me directions? We've a little intrigue happening, though nothing a traveling company armed as you are would be interested in. Well, there have been a few people go missing. The most disturbing loss was the ranger Mirella. She disappeared after searching for the first person to go missing, some peasant. Her cabin was in the southwest, though I don't know what you would find there. Don't much care, really. Do you have wares? I don't know what I'm gonna do with this, but I want it. History of the draw. Oh. Oh no, not now. You've made an interesting selection, you know. I used to peddle books in Atkatla under another name. Perhaps you were a customer? Call me by the name I used before, and perhaps I will have a discount for you. Gavin MacLeod? Why? Yeah, I don't know. We have a mutual friend, a tanner in Atkatla that works in exotic leathers. Okay. I lost that one. Why would he be the one, though? Sorry. Let's try to understand that riddle, maybe. Which one was it now? Oh God. Okay, I'm gonna think a little bit about it, but I'm gonna stop recording because it might take a while and I don't want to waste time, really. All right. I think I will not be able to resolve it because I don't understand this. I came until here. I kind of understood until here, but I don't understand the entire last. I don't know if it's a language barrier or something, but entire last of my first is the last of his first, except the first one of these is the first of my last. I don't understand, because up till here it seems like he's talking about letters, and then the entire last of my first, how many letter is the entire last? I just don't get it. So I'm letting it go. I don't want to waste hours on this. I'm okay with trying to guess it, because I like riddles, but I don't understand those words, and it might be a language barrier. And I was trying to decipher the name starting from Fellin Dan, which was supposedly the master of the Tanner guy. So I had to search for the name of this guy, this Fellin Dan, because I didn't remember it, and it's not here in the quest log. I don't think. I looked at the quest, but there's nothing written on it bad, because I had to search to Google find the name of that guy, but whatever. Let's try.
It never seems to
Have a look at me.
Because I like to solve them when I can understand them, but that was genuine. Indeed it was. Darcy Cole. Not at all. I didn't understand anything. Maybe Vellindan was the wrong name to work on. I don't understand. I didn't understand who the master was. I don't know. Indeed it was. As I said in the letter, I'm sorry for these simple games, merely a ruse to throw off the foolish guards of Atkatla. I trust you have the armor almost complete. What is this? Armor from skin. What armor? The one that I found there? Inside the box? But was it? I don't understand. Yes, I do. It's not quite done yet, though. Of course, I will add the final touches, but I do need the most important ingredient first. Your workmanship is... Oh, he thinks I am the Tanner. Your workmanship is unparalleled, but it needs something special. The skins were exquisite, but now there must be blood. You know what I need. Bring me the blood of a dragon, a silver dragon. What? Okay, have any idea where I might find one? None whatsoever. You are the artist, you find one. What? But what is this quest? But I think I sold that armor, but it was a leather armor, wasn't it? It's not this one. Oh, this is weird. Well, I think I remember where I sold it, so...
Consider it done.
I don't know. Oh, it's raining. Oh, door. Maybe door? This door. Alright, this is an inn or something. We should rest. Johanna. Trevor, Ander. Vincenzo. Willett the stable boy. Book merchant. Okay. Dar.
Yes. Very
Let's
well.
talk.
Well, you look like the sort who has more than 2 gold pieces to rub together.
Sorry I ain't got much in the way of tomes today. Been real slow here, so I shipped most of my stock to Atkatla. Ain't talked to anyone in weeks, actually. Business has been that bad because of the nasty events around here recently? Aye, that it has, though there have been quite a few old books turning up around here to make it worthwhile. Nothing startling, but I get by. Enjoy your stay as best as you can, under the circumstances. You?
Be merry, friend.
Ah, now I don't recognize you. Should I? Are you keen? Mayhap come to take me home? Yeah, I don't understand any of this. I'm trying to translate in English. I know it's English, but meh. Do you know anything about the killings? I know that the streets may be a safe place for a poor drunk to nap in, that's for sure. Vincenzo took me in, dear man that he be, so I may be taken by the Umar witch. I myself, I may be knowing if the Umar witch is back. I seen black shapes moving in the night like living shadows, but then I be the town drunk and nobody listens to what I have to say. Truth be told, I'd be more than a little frightened to sleep outside these days, but then this inn is where you'd find me likely as not, so little has changed. I don't want to send you home. You're safe there. Stay there.
Bloke can't walk 5 feet these days without someone hitting him up.
Me and Johanna have been trying the best we can. Full son, dear Bert is just going to get himself into trouble with no work to do, though. Whatever.
Well met and welcome.
You look like a decent sort who can hold a sword. Why don't you go and slaughter those ogres and save us all a lot of trouble? I don't know.
I can dance on the head of a pin as well.
Umar Witch Project Journal. They're all the same, right? This journal seems to be that of an apprentice mage telling a tale of her expedition into the Umar Hills, with 2 other apprentices in the search for evidence of the fabled witch. The tale is hard to believe, but seems to relate the group's horror at getting lost and being haunted by an unseen predator during the night. The script is in a panicky feminine hand, and the last page can barely be made out as follows. Sorry to Jeshello's mother. I'm sorry about what happened to Michaelis. There's something out there with us. We thought it to be peasants, but peasants aren't this clever. Jeshello says it's the witch. I hear her when I sleep. I don't want to sleep. I don't want to sleep. Alright. Nice. There's nothing in there? Wait.
I best be paid well for this. Fleet of foot and all that.
More of these? Maybe these are the books the guy is shipping away. Whatever.
Done.
Who are you?
Unless you got yourself a horse hidden under all that their armor, you should be talking to Vince and not me. Alright.
Never had rats. No sorry.
Hello to you and good day. I'm Vincenzo and I offer you all the services of me humble little inn. There are a lot of things be said about your inn, Vince, but humble ain't the one I would be picking, Hush, boy. And keep calling me Vince, and I'll have you strapped over a log. The name's Vincenzo. Over, under, I have no idea what that is. Adds a lot of rot. You hear that name from a Zambian trader and suddenly you're putting on airs. Oh, so... Never mind the boy, he's an ignorant lout I took in out of pity. Isn't this love? He's an ignorant lout I took out in pity. I took in out of pity. A simpleton who doesn't know his place. Is there aught I can do for you, my good lord? Talk to me about the killings. Vincenzo knows the truth. My family has been in this here area for a long, long time, and the tales of the witch Umar have been passed down. They have. Yeah, maybe that she's not that goddess of the sea or whatever. I can be mistaken. There are way too many names in my head. You're not gonna go into that rot again, are you? Silence, boy. Perhaps I should give you the witch instead. Give you to the witch instead as an offering, eh? Leave you out on the doorstep with a lace of garlic tied around your neck. Well, I thought that shut your trap. Now then, my lord, I can tell you all about the witch Umar, a tale sure to curl your ears. If you'd care to hear it, yes, I care. Like I said, my family has been around these parts a long time. We were here back when the witch herself plugged these lands over 700 years ago. Umar was a wicked one. No one ever saw her except when she came down from the hills to steal some unfortunate soul. Shepherds, babes, anyone who weren't careful. She tortured them. You could hear their cries during the night. People tried to find her, but only the victims' bodies would turn up, mutilated and dead. Don't know why they just didn't kill her. 'Cause they couldn't find her, you stupid boy. Were you not listening? And besides, she were a powerful witch, with plenty of magic for any fight. Strange thing is, my lord, Umar just vanished one day. Maybe she were killed, maybe not, but every century or so it said she comes back to the hills. Haha, this is where it gets funny, your story. I'm warning you, boy, you'll be out on your horse faster than you can blink if you keep this up. As I said, every century or so she comes again. People disappear, tortured in the hills, and only sometimes are the bodies found. Once Umar sated herself on blood, she returns to whence she came. This is just like them other times. People forget so easily. It is the witch, I tell you. Has nobody tried to find this witch in recent years? Well, there was a group of mages some years back who came, young ones, apprentices I gathered, 2 fellas and a young lass, sure enough. They were sent by their master to look into the Umar witch, or so they said. A nice enough group, but they were obviously... it was obvious they expected nothing. It were obvious, huh? I remember them. They were alright for mages. Lots nicer, and that German fellow. Now he should go and soak his head. Aye, true enough. Them 3 went into the hills, and they was never found again, except for the last journals. I found those myself out in the woods, and they're all the same journal. Don't know, more victims of Umar herself, sure as daylight. You can read it in the last journal, sure enough. Do you think I might be able to take a look at this journal? Right, you can. I had a copy or 2 done up by a scribe friend of mine some months back. You can have one if you like. A copy or 2, more like you got a whole storeroom full of copies of the journal, you bleeding banana. He's trying to build a tourist attraction or something. Well, so what if I have? It's a good story, more or less. make me bloody rich one day, and then where will you be, you little ragrat? More than like you wrote the journal yourself, I'd wager. I didn't know such a thing. Here you go, my lord. Use it as you will, but beware the witch. But beware the witch if you go into the hills. She's not sated yet, not by a long shot. Okay, whatever.
As you ask. Yoshimo is willing.
I don't even know if that applies. Oops. Thank you. Are you poisoned? Yes.
You're right behind me, right?
Oh god. The healing team at work. Wand of fear. You don't have a fear, Ari.
It shall. Yes? Consider it done.
Shall we sleep? Of course, I have not many rooms, mind you. All the frightened folk who fled into the village have near filled me up. Only a room or two left. Just don't mind the rodents while you're sleeping. Silence, boy, there are no foulsome rodents here other than you. And now, my lord? Oh, yeah, please. Oh. Mingling. You are all the merchants,
Greetings,
right?
good customer. A pearl to you.
Okay, they are the merchants. Is this night time? Probably yes. Yes.
It shall be.
Oh, greetings to you, stranger. Who are you? My name is Dar, and I am no one of importance, I suppose. At least nobody important enough that my love's father might vaguely consider allowing me to court her. Okay. Why not? My love is Colette, and her father is a wizard of no small power and possessed a considerable bias against me. His name is Germian, and I understand he intends to use Colette as a bargaining tool for some wizardly endeavor of his own. Against her will, I imagine, although I've had no chance to ask her opinion. Germian, I've heard that name. I know she wants to go with me, I know it, but her father will have none of it. He intends to go to great lengths to keep us apart. Oh, woe is me. He could remove her father. Perhaps we could solve this situation? It would be of no use, I'm sure, and I do not wish to use violence in such an endeavor. I do not appreciate its taste, and no doubt Germian would crush me with magic. You are kind to offer your assistance, but there is no helping me, I think. Leave me to my sorrow, please. Okay, talk to me about the killings. What do you know? Oh, only a little. I have not been in the village for very long. It is my understanding that the wolves have become very active, yes. All I can think about is my Colette. Okay, bye. Should have told him not to be a wimp. I probably will.
I can't help but remember what the forests in the north look like from the sky. They're so majestic.